Hello, and thank you so much for joining us. I am Cedric Bailey, and I tell you what, it's a new Music Friday, and we are going to Texas, to the DFW, to a place called Arlington. And young lady is joining me by the name of Keisha Grandy. How you doing?
I'm awesome. How are you doing today?
I am doing all right. And you know what? I was ready for you. Because see,
You were?
yes, I was ready for you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I knew you was gonna be blinging with those glasses on. And I said, oh, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna be ready.
Wow. I was totally amazed when I heard I was doing an interview with you. I was like, I know him very well.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna take these shades off because I just but,
oh my goodness.
But here's the deal, Keisha. Long time ago, I used to be on this radio station in Dallas, and I know you was a little kid that grew up listening and singing. And you and Myron Butler and all you guys, y'all went to school down in Dallas at the historic Arts Magnet High School.
Yes.
And you sang on these community choirs, and I did my Praise in the Park for like 29 years. And so we would have these programs, and I knew you was one of the kids that was in the background singing. Is that true?
Mm-hmm. That's very true.
Yeah. And I know one of the groups was the Dallas Anointed Voices was one with Victor McCrae.
Yes. Yes.
And it was Say No to Drugs Ministry. And the reason why I'm doing this, because it's humble beginnings. So I'm going to stop talking now, and I want to hear, why did Keisha want to become a young lady that sings?
Growing up, I grew up with a lot of trauma, went through sexual abuse, wasn't raised by my parents, and music was my outlet as a kid. My adopted grandmother would keep me, and my first solo was Oh My Darling while I was on the potty. So yeah, so singing was an outlet for me. And that was something, I remember having this little booklet that my mommy bought me, and it's you would write down what you wanted to be. And I always wrote down in that booklet, and it went from kindergarten to 12th grade. And I would always write down, I wanted to be a cheerleader and a singer. The cheerleader part didn't work out. But it's so true when you write stuff down, because when you write things out, the vision will come to pass. So I remember going through my life and actually graduating from high school, which is Arts Magnet / Booker T, and I began college. And I was in one of my music theory classes, and I just felt very emotional. And I went to the restroom, and I cried and I cried, and I started praying to God, like, I don't want to be here. I know that there's something else that I'm supposed to be doing. So I cried and I cried, and I said, God, whatever it is you have for my life, please reveal it to me, because I know my parents wanted me to go to college, which I went back and completed. But at that point, I was like, there's got to be something else for me. And after that, I met a girl in my music theory class, and she told me that that she was going to this church program. And got there, she introduced me to Gay Arbuckle.
Yes.
And she introduced me to Gay, and Gay was like, you know what? She said, there's a concert that's going to be going on this weekend, and I would like for you to go with me. And I said, okay. And it was a concert that Kirk Franklin and Carnell Morrell was doing, which was the Martin Luther King program that they did every year.
Yeah.
So I went to that program with her. Kirk started tossing the mic, and I guess because I was with Gay, he gave me the mic, and I started singing. And after that concert, he said, you know what? I have a group that I'm starting, and it's called Kirk Franklin and the Family. And I would love to know if you would be interested in joining the family. Yeah. So I said, well, you got to ask my mom. So he said, okay, I will talk to your mom about the situation. And he came to my house, he talked to my mom, and my mom was like, well, she's in college right now. And he was like, I promise you, I'll take good care of her. And she said, well, we'll try it out and see what happens. So the rest was history.
Well, and then you got a chance to travel, and it's just amazing. And but it was a humble beginning and everything. And I remember the Martin Luther King choir and Carnell and everybody. It was really great. We were in Fort Worth at the convention center, and then we saw so much. I feel like we lived history during that time period because we was putting gospel on the map in Texas, because we always knew about Chicago. They were doing the songs from Milton Brunson's Thompson Community Choir, and all the young people were singing, "My mind's made up." No turning back. That's all the songs. So all I could do was just introduce you guys. And we had the midnight musicals at Samaria Baptist Church in Fort Worth, and great days. And we saw David, we saw Tamala, we saw everybody in their career take off. Dalen Collins, everybody. But now here's Keisha Grandy. So the chapter is laid out before us right now. And so I think the song is entitled "You Did It." Is that correct?
Yes, it's entitled "You Did It."
And it was written for another artist.
It was written for another artist. Do you know who that another artist was?
No.
That song was written for Tamala Mann.
Really?
Yeah.
I felt like you was gonna say that. Well, she's got a great song. We're playing on this song now. That's on this station, so many. But but when you said you liked it, you listened to it, immediately connected with the song, and you said the favorite part of this song is "You crushed me to fix my vision." Talk about it.
When I joined the family, I was a kid. I was 18, 19 years old, and so much was happening so fast in life, and you're getting to experience so much at such a young age. I traveled the world. I mean, was able to perform on the Grammys, met all of these famous people, and it was just a whirlwind. So when you're doing all of this stuff, sometimes you can get taken back by what's going on. So you don't realize the blessings that God is giving you at that time. So, I went through the 1999 of April was my last month of singing with Kirk, and my world just shattered because I didn't know what my next step was going to be. So prayed, didn't know. I mean, at that point I was still kind of young. So I was like, God, all I know is singing as far as a career is concerned. So I was able to start working with Tyler Perry and did that show. That show was a very successful show. But after that, everything just came to a halt. So I wasn't doing anything musically, and I went through a depression and got married, stayed married for 14 years. And it was a very emotional time because I didn't know.
Oh God.
God was gonna do it for me again.
Yeah. Keisha, I'm gonna stop right there because I'm gonna play your song. I got it all queued up and everything. And I want the saints to be able to listen. And that's the reason why I got you on this show today, because I know what you've been through, but I never said a word. Okay. So we're gonna play this song, and I want the listeners to listen to it right now. And I pray that God will bless them. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Miss Keisha Grandy, and this song is entitled "You Did It."
There's no doubt about it, no doubt about it. Stand on the mountaintop and shout it. Tell the whole world what you have done for me. You cleanse my mind of misery. But when I thought my life was over, you came to hold me. My cup was running over and more. You came and you told but no one before me. I did it and you showed you did it. Now I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. So glad that you did it for me. to hold me, my cup was running over. One glad morning, you told me, yeah, I did it and you showed me. I'm winning. You did it for me, yes you did. You did it for me. Now I'm winning. So glad that you did. You did it for me. Now I can see. I'll give you the glory. I'll give you the honor. I'll serve you. I'm gonna tell the world about you. I'm winning. Yeah. You did it for me, yes you did. Yeah. I'm a winner. You did it for me. Yeah. I'm winning. You did it for me. I'm a winner. You did more than I thought my life was over. To hold me, my cup was full. My cup Thank you, God.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We just heard the sounds of the lovely Keisha, Grandy. You did it.
Did it. Yes.
Now, what have people been saying, Keisha, since they heard your song?
Oh my gosh. I have, first of all, they were actually surprised because I did not let anybody know that I was releasing a single. So when I posted that I had created a single, they were like, what? Oh my God. So I have been getting nothing but amazing feedback and a lot of it's about times.
Yes, that's true.
So,
it is about time.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been getting nothing but great reviews on my project, period.
Wow. Well, listen, I want to make sure that people know that they can follow you on social media. I see you on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And
Yes.
what else am I leaving? Snapchat? Is that what it is?
Oh gosh, some of my little fans have created that for me. It's not mine, but they have created one for me.
I got you. So they can reach out to, of course, Deborah Bowles if they need to contact you. And the song was written by Kelton Javon. Is that correct?
Yes, Kelton Javon.
Tell me about Kelton.
Kelton is definitely a diamond in the rough. He's a 23 or 24-year-old young man, and he was actually mentored by Kirk Franklin. And his style of writing, you can definitely tell the influence that Kirk has had on him. Mm-hmm. This young man definitely has next in the industry. His writing ability is amazing. So a lot of people have been asking who wrote my material, and so I'm definitely trying to help put him out there to let people know that Kelton Javon, if you need some great music, Kelton Javon is the person to talk to.
Gotcha. Hey, Keisha, do you have a YouTube video? Is that to come, lyric video or anything? Or what's in store for you?
I am actually shooting my video today. That's why I'm looking like this. So I am shooting my video today, this afternoon.
All right. Well, good. Well, we can't wait to check it out and everything. So anything you want to say in closing of why people should get your music?
I think people should get my music because, for one, it's the old flavor of a little bit of each style of music. I'm not doing just one style of music on my project. It's uplifting. I think we're missing, and this is just my personal opinion, I think we're missing meat in gospel music. Yes. The writing content, I think the days of the Kirk Franklin writing is missing in our industry. So a lot of that writing content that we used to have is in my project, which is out. My entire project is out. So, I mean, I have Mother Sheila Bryce on my project. I have Daryl
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
I have Carter.
You said Mother Sister Bryce over at Beth Eden. She on there?
Yes.
And then Daryl Blair over there in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Him and his lovely wife. Okay.
Yes, both of them are on my project. So I went back and got those people, and we did God is Standing By Walter Hawkins on my project. And my whole project, my project is called Epitome. It's already out. So if y'all go out there and get it, I mean, you can find something for each generation and within your household.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Keisha Grandy has been hanging out with us. You heard her song. It's entitled You Did It. And I thank you. You know, I love you and I'm praying for you, Keisha. And I pray that God will continue to take you higher and do great things. And please keep me posted if you do anything so we can make sure that we come and support you, okay?
I will. Thank you so much for having me on your platform.
All right, hold on now. Let me go ahead and looking like Ray Charles up here with you. You did it, girl. You got the right one, baby. We got to go. Thank you so much for checking us out here on the Cedric Bagley Radio Show.